Hello, my name is David. I'm a principal engineer with Dell, and in this video I'm going to talk about transferring and seizing Active Directory FSMO roles in PowerShell. If you've been working with Active Directory for any amount of time, you most likely know how to transfer and seize FSMO roles using the AD GUI tools or the old ntdsutil method. But PowerShell can actually save you some time and effort in some situations, and I hope to illustrate that here. So I've currently got a simple environment with two domain controllers that are both running 2019 Data Center. If I run netdom query DC, you can see they're named DC1 and new DC. And now if I run netdom query FSMO, you can see that all 5 of the roles are currently held by DC1. So the command to transfer FSMO roles in PowerShell is a rather long one. It's move-AD directory server operation master role. There we go. And as you can see, tab completion is your friend here, as it often is in PowerShell. Command requires a couple of switches. The identity switch is used to designate the destination domain controller, so the one that you want to move the role to. Here we'll specify new DC. And then, of course, we have to specify what role or roles we want to move. And we'll just tab through the roles here so you can see how they're designated in PowerShell. There's domain naming master, infrastructure master, PDC emulator, RID master, and schema master. And let's say we want to move the RID master to new DC. So we'll tab back to that and press enter, and it will prompt you to confirm. Say yes, and it's an almost instantaneous process. And we can confirm that it worked by running netdom query FSMO again. And now we can see the RID master is held by new DC. All the other 4 roles are still held by DC1. So let me just move that back real quick. Just change the destination and confirm again. Now, what if we want to move more than one role? Let's say, for example, we want to move all 5 roles to one DC. This is where PowerShell can save you a lot of time and effort. We go back and change the destination to new DC again, and we can type out all of the names of the roles if we want, or we can use this shortcut. There are, in fact, numeric designators for all 5 roles. 0 represents the PDC emulator, 1 represents the RID master, 2 represents the infrastructure master, 3 represents the schema master, and 4 is the domain naming master. So if we want to move all 5 roles, we can simply type 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it will prompt you for all of them. You can say yes to all if you don't want to respond to every single one, but I figured I would just show you all 5 of the prompts here. So I'm just specifying yes for each one. And just like that, it's done. We'll confirm it again with netdom query FSMO. And you can see that all 5 roles are now held by new DC. So that's transferring FSMO roles in PowerShell. Seizing roles is quite similar. To demonstrate this, I'm going to take down new DC. You won't be able to see it, but trust me, I'm taking it down hard right now. And there it goes. It is now not even down, it's gone. If we ping new DC, it's no response. Now, of course, a lack of a ping response doesn't really tell you anything, but I promise you, new DC is just a smoking hole in the ground at this point. Since it held all of our FSMO roles, we need to get those back. And to seize them in PowerShell, we use the same command, but with a little bit of an addition. So once again, it's move-AD directory server operation master role. And we'll change the destination since we're seizing them on DC1. And to specify that we're seizing them, we need to add the force switch to the end. And it will prompt you for all 5 roles again. You can say yes to all, but again, I was just wanting to show you all of the prompts. What I'm not going to show you is how long this takes. If you've seized roles before using some other method, you know it takes a little longer than a transfer because it tries to do a friendly transfer first by contacting the original role holder. And if that role holder doesn't respond, it waits for a timeout period before it decides, hey, this thing must be really gone. That timeout period appears to be about 1.5 minutes. I don't know that exactly, but that's what I've seen in my experience. You don't want to sit here for 1.5 minutes times 5 just watching this go. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Just keep in mind that seizing normally takes quite a bit longer than you're going to see here. So there's the second prompt for the RID master. And once again, about 1.5 minutes. Third prompt for infrastructure master. And schema master. And finally, domain naming master. And they're all done. And if we run netdom query FSMO, we confirm once again the roles are back on DC1. So that's transferring and seizing FSMO roles in PowerShell. Once again, I'm David, and thank you for watching.